choppers, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. Here we go. Watch out. General West.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Throwing right, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Check out 22 jet bomber. Get it.
Now Locke. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Check 43. Pilot 64. Weak. He's crossing. He's checking crack.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Attack! You don't want me. Check 31. Showing it. 15. Kill. Age 3, 2, 18.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 15. Let's go, defense.
On second down, it's Coleman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Hey, 57. 43 the mic. Check, 43. I got one. 15. Fresno.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, he's going to go for it all. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
At the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Shady weapon. Look at me. Zipper. Bravo. Ready.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Down. 15 line. 15 line. 15. Here we go. Smooth. Here we go. Hey! Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? You go night. Mike 50. Quit talking about it. And go.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go. Come to me, it's me. Hey.
Locke now on 1st down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
50, Mike, 50. So we got 5.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
I'm ready. 44, Mike, 44. Hey, let's get in that hole. Hey, echo. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Yep. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. Get up.
Throwing his lock on third down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL?
Ready.
The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Go.
Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Ready? 50, plant. Be a long day for you. Hey. Motion. Hey, wahoo.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, exit. Snap.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Hey, dude.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready, break. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Check. 61, matchbox, lights. Hey, Alpha. Get it.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
15.
Hey, watch the slant. 9.
Yellow.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Check the...
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go. Go.
Ready up. 50, Mike 50. Recon, 132 fighter. Watch the whip. Look at me. Zipper. Ready.
On 1st down, Lindsey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, here we go. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. I got you.
From the gun, it's Locke. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Rolling to his right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be third down.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But be able to catch it and come down with it. What do they call that? The process of the catch? He completed it all the way through.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A final shot before half for Locke. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, switch gears.
Attack!
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
61. 43.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Complete to his tight end, Zach the Valve. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Attack, attack! No. Safe. Grace don't travel. Undercrook. And rip lift.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check nickel.
Outside.
90 is a mic.
I'm coming for you, son. Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one complete to Coleman. He's at the 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 63 yards, and the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Yes.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, look.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Look at me. Go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
To throw it is Locke. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
58's the mic. Come on. You better bring it. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Leo.
Locke now on first down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. His throw caught right around the 6. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
General West. Go.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Come back.
Bravo.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Come on, D. 90 is a mic. Tackles.
Hey, 57 colors.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Yellow.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Switch.
Hey, Sunday.
Check. 22 jet bomber. Check.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Let's get it. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. That's caught. It's Coleman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On first down, Coleman. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Here's Mahomes to throw. Completes it to Hardman. 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 41 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now 17-14. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. Broken tackle. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey. Bravo. Shoot.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Got it.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43.
Now.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
A give, running right, Lindsey.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Smooth.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike.
Yo, go. Hustle. Let's go.
Now to the air. Rock. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They will run again with Coleman. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Right. March 43. March 43.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Yellow. D-line, get that quarterback.
Back to throw. Mahomes. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Let's go now. 30 base.
50's the mark. 50's the mark.
Cross. 6-6. Pull it high.
Tight up.
Defense.
On first down, Lindsey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Back to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. Hey, echo.
50's the mark. 50's the mark.
Ready?
To throw is locked. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. In for the score. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
And they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Easy.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check.
Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Yellow. March 43. March 43. I don't think you got it, son. 43 is the mic. Here I come. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Let's set it.
Mahomes to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, but whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
15.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We got 3. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get